Hi, Sagittarius. How are you guys? I know you're super anxious. I don't even need to ask. I feel it too. I feel it too. What are you so anxious about? Oh, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. I know that you want this earth sign. I know that this earth sign means so much to you. I get it. You feel like they're your hopes and your dreams, but, and I'm not saying that they're not. They could be everything that you've always wanted in a person. And the Knight of Cups. You love them. I get it. So, Jupiter, right? You know, it's funny. I did a lovely personal reading with a lovely Sagittarian today. And he knows who I'm talking about. So, we were talking about how Jupiter will bring you gifts. And I know you're very anxious about it. The energy is extremely watery right now. Extremely, extremely watery. And fire doesn't do well with water because water can put out a fire. And then there's all this smoke, and then you can't see through the smoke, right? When the water puts out the fire. Water also doesn't do well with earth. And so if you're dealing with an earth sign, they're kind of trudging through the mud mixed with all this water energy, especially going into November. So when it comes to Jupiter and its benevolence, you really have to be extremely discerning. Watch your P's and Q's. Make sure you're not being salty to people and expecting entitlement of this energy to just shower all over you. And I'm not throwing shade at you guys. I don't think that all of you are being entitled at all. There have been a few Sagittarians that have crossed the channel lately that are being a little salty with me. And that never happens. Like, I've never had any of you kind of like come at me in a negative way. I was actually, like, there was a Sagittarius that commented on the Capricorn video. Oh, look at you guys. All major arcanas here at the bottom, on the bottom row. I had a Sagittarius say, typical Virgo forgetting about Sagittarius. And I had to say something back. And normally I don't. And, you know, I said it and then I let it go. But I actually said to him, watch your karma. Don't be salty to somebody who's giving you a free reading, because you have so many good things coming, Sag. We have the Fool, and we have Temperance, and the Star, and the World. You could potentially get everything that you want. But if you feel entitled to get everything that you want, there's a lesson here. I want you to notice that flanking you and getting everything that you want is taking a risk and ending a cycle. That kind of speaks volumes, Sag. And the risks that you need to take need to be for yourself and not for anybody else. And the risks that you need to take, you also need to get into the mindset that I'm going to work very hard, because you guys do. You work extremely hard for what you want in your life, and everything that you want in your life can shift in a very, very big way if you're thinking of it like, I know that I deserve to have all of this, but I'm not entitled to have all of this. They're two totally different things, right? So allow the universe to bring you really good things in your life, and don't expect the universe to bring you really good things in your life. As long as you are watching your karma, as long as you are working really hard, which I know that 99% of you do. And then there's that 1% that thinks that they're just entitled because Jupiter's coming into Sag. Right? You guys know how Jupiter works. Jupiter is very karmic. It's not just going to let you sit back and wait to receive. Those who have been doing the work could probably take a little rest right now during this very watery time, and then sit back and wait to receive. The ones that haven't been doing the work but still expect to get everything out of Jupiter, it's going to be a long road to get there. Think about it this way. When Saturn moved into Capricorn last December, a lot of Capricorns out there just totally expected their lives to turn around in a good way. Yes, all of this good karma is going to come back to me. But did you put good karma out into the world for Saturn to bring it back to you? Or does Saturn still have a lot of lessons they need to teach you? That's why this entire year, every single month, I've been trying to build you up to Jupiter coming into your sign, because I wanted you to do the work, and I wanted you to be able to receive the benevolence of Jupiter. I want you to be able to see the abundance and the growth, because Jupiter is very, very lucky. Sagittarius is very, very lucky. And, I even notice in my life that when bad things happen, it always ends up turning out in my favor, because that Sagittarius moon, I have that push of good luck, right? But it's not like you can go out and buy a lottery ticket tomorrow and win. You really have to put that goodness back into the world. And I'm not saying that you guys haven't been doing that. I'm not even putting out there that that you haven't been doing the work and you haven't been allowing the universe to work in your life. But some of you really, really have. And if there is an energy, because you want this earth sign so much, but if this earth sign is not showing you back what you need right now, I don't want you to waste your energy on something or someone that is how do I put this? Because okay, so, you can't always get what you want. And sometimes when you really, really want something, you have to learn a lesson first, and you have to have the karma come back to you in a different way, right? Again, the earth signs are trudging through mud right now. So whether you're ignoring an earth sign or they're ignoring you, or both, maybe you both have kind of put each other on the back burner. Maybe you needed to have your heels cooled a little bit, both of you. They haven't gone anywhere. They're just on the back burner. It's not your focus. You can't focus your energy on something that's draining you. And I feel like this situation has kind of been a drain. And the reason why I don't want you, yeah, right? See, 7 of Cups on the 9 of Cups. You know what you want, but you don't know how to get it. But if you're focusing your energy on something that you're unsure of, that things are cloudy, that this 7 of Cups it's not clear. Like, you're not really clear on where to go in this situation and what to do with it. You know what you want, but you don't know how to get it. That's not where your energy should be focused. Because honestly, when you keep on focusing your energy on something that's dragging you down and dragging you down and dragging you down, allowing yourself to shift that's how the cycle works. Letting go of the old energy that's dragging you down. And that doesn't mean leaving it entirely, but there's an air of needing to focus on yourself and needing to allow yourself to have good things come into your life. You could have somebody coming back from the past in November, showing up in a very, very innocent way. What could have been confusing before could be coming very, very clear. I feel like the emotional aspect of this is getting stronger, and yet it's almost like we start at the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, we go down to the 7 of Cups, and now we're at the 6 of Cups. It's almost like you guys started off with, all right, I'm just going to be apathetic about the situation and not really give a shit. And then you kind of turned around and recognized, Maybe because Venus is still retrograde, because it will be retrograde in Libra for the first half of November before it goes direct, like the 16th or 17th. But we also have the North Node moving into Cancer. We have Mars going into Pisces. There's a lot of water energy going on. And the North Node going into Cancer, that is going to, I mean, there's going to be this huge, for the next like 2 years, this huge feeling of like, what makes me feel at home? Where do I feel at home? And if this person who's coming back from the past is no longer confusing you and bringing you something very innocent and kind of being like, you know, listen, can we start over again? Because I feel like you're starting off November with this kind of like, I'm really going to focus on me. I'm not taking any offers. I'm not taking any offers. That's what I feel like you're starting November with. Not taking any offers. So what is the Fool? I feel like you guys need to take some risks. And these all have to do with your future. Now, I want them to be calculated. I want you to take the much needed steps forward. So we have the Fool with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, I want you to take risks because you have things that you want to do in the future. You see all of the good luck that Jupiter can bring to you, but how do I do that? Very, very carefully. This could be the Earth sign again coming in and wanting to start something new with you and saying, I do see a future with you. Let's look into the future, and taking the much needed steps forward in order to rebuild. Or this could be you. You could be represented by the Knight of Pentacles here, where you're recognizing, if I take these risks in my life and I do have new beginnings, how am I going to do it? With a lot of patience, right? With a lot of patience. Doing things step by step. That's what the Knight of Pentacles energy is. Doing things step by step. But you also have to stay true to your nature, which is pretty quick, right? I mean, you're not the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands on purpose. You're a very healing energy. You are somebody that people can count on. And I feel like it's time for you to surround yourself, Three of Cups, with people who are vibrating on the same level as you. Because you're trying to get to a higher vibration. And you're taking the logical steps to get there, which is kind of unnatural for you guys to step back and get into a Knight of Pentacles mode and slow yourself down. But the reason why you're doing it is because you don't want to be in this mess of water anymore. You don't want to be in this murky water energy. Even if somebody's coming back from the past and they're being all mushy and gooey and, oh, come on, please, let's try this again. Like, you don't want to be confused by what you want, right? You want to know what you want. You want to be able to bring that to Jupiter, lay it out on the table and say, okay, I've done all the work. What can I expect now? The Star could be dealing with an Aquarius. But also, this is about balance and about healing. Temperance and the Star are also about balance. And I think that if you get up in your ego and you keep wondering, you know, when is my day coming? When is my day coming? When is my day coming? Eight of Swords. When is my day coming? It's very hard to open yourself up to what Jupiter wants to offer you. Now, just because Jupiter's moving into Sagittarius in November, it doesn't mean it's going to be like instant gratification, right? We live in an instant gratification world. You have to allow the energy to work in your life the way that it's supposed to. I feel like there is a cycle that you are completing in your life, Sagittarius, and you're starting a whole brand new one. And because of this, you can't have the murkiness of the water energy get you down. It will shift more towards the end of November into December. That water energy will shift more, especially as we come out of Scorpio season was kind of felt very, can't we just get going already? I just want to get going already. Why are we not getting going already, right? So justice on the world, which is exactly what I mean. I feel like you're ending a karmic cycle here. And to me, this is almost about karmic retribution. Watch your P's and Q's, Sag. I feel like there is a very big karmic type thing that's happening right now. And if you allow the endings, 10 of Swords, to make you feel super, super devastated and you get all up in your feels and you don't open yourself up to the possibilities of the amazing stuff that's coming to you, right? Being in a 10 of Swords instead of a 4 of Swords, so we can do this one of two ways, right? The 4 of Swords, which is whatever has had to end in your life or whatever is falling by the wayside. Sitting in silence with that. 4 of Swords energy is all about meditation and healing, looking at things in a completely different way, being mindful. See my shirt? Being mindful. It will bring you clarity with the Sun and stability with the 4 of Wands, happiness, celebration, marriage, union, all of the good things. If you sit in a 10 of Swords stage and you allow the toxic energy to be there, this could be a Capricorn. This is the Devil card. Could be a Capricorn that you're having to end things with. But we have the 3 of Pentacles. Oh no, it's more water energy. The King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups, 6 of Wands. All right. Wow. Okay. I see what's happening here. This shadow side, this devil energy, this is that karmic retribution. I feel like you're closing a karmic cycle right now. And I think that it was very, very devastating for you. I think that if you choose the road where you are more mindful and you allow yourself to see the sunny side of things, like I said, when bad things happen to Sagittarians, somehow good things just kind of fall out of the sky even after the bad thing happens, right? Getting into the rebuilding process, working very hard in the rebuilding process. Again, this is very Saturnian. This is feeling very, very Saturnian, very Pluto, Saturn together. Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn in your second house has not been really fun with finances. I feel like that's been a struggle for you, but clearly you've had other things on your mind as well. So come back, Sag. Like, come back into where you want the benevolence to fall upon you. I feel like there's a water sign in your life, King of Cups, that actually makes you feel really, really good. I feel like this is an opportunity. Ace of Wands, 2 of Cups, 6 of Wands. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It could just be somebody who is a little bit more emotionally mature, or they have that emotional maturity within them. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But more than anything, Sun, Moon, or Rising, more than anything, it's just somebody who loves unconditionally. Like loves, I don't even like to use the word unconditional. Loves in the purest form. And with the 6 of Wands, they recognize you. This person recognizes you. And I think after you recognizing that you recognizing yourself first and having to leave old things behind that are no longer serving you, this is kind of towards the end of November. I feel like there's more of a clarity that, wow, maybe that was devastating for me, but it sure is clearing some things up from the past. So if this earth sign is trying to come back to you and they show back up in a much more emotionally mature way towards the end of November, good on that. If this is an earth sign that you've had to leave in the past and now you've kind of opened up a door for a new relationship, so it could be one of two. This is a very close relationship and a wonderful, passionate opportunity. I think with the 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the 2 of Swords, you're still kind of fighting with yourself. So this earth sign could actually be a Capricorn. Could also be a Taurus or a Virgo. But we do have the Devil card here. I think that internally with the Five of Wands, you're still emotionally battling with yourself on making that final decision. Like, was my walking away a good thing? Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Was my walking away a good thing? Or should I have, should I go back? Like, I almost don't want to, I feel like you're missing something here. I feel like you're not seeing the good part. See, you're missing the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, right? You're anxious about the fact that you walked away from something. You're anxious about the things that you're having to leave behind because I think you're afraid that you're losing it all forever, right? But if you don't leave this behind, if you don't walk away from it, see what Jupiter's trying to bring you? Ace of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands and strength. I mean, I could go through the whole deck, but that would take up another hour. Oh, Sagittarius. I know, man, I get it. It's really, really heavy. If you're afraid that you're letting a soulmate go, if you're afraid that you've let a soulmate go or you need to let a soulmate go, and oh my gosh, what if I lose this person forever? That's where we get caught up. If we get stuck on a certain outcome with a certain person, it's not allowing the universe to work. It's not giving space for the universe to work. And I think right now, if you really opened yourself up to the possibility that maybe the universe has, like, give the universe the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they have some really good things in mind. Because I think that you're trapping yourself into a particular idea of what you want in your life. Instead of saying, this is the kind of thing that I want in my life. Universe, bring it to me any way that you think is going to benefit my soul. That's how you manifest. You manifest with the intention of, this is how I want my life to look like, universe. Bring it to me, how it's going to benefit my soul. You show me. But if you sit in the anxiety, you sit in the destruction, you sit in the anxiety of, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to end this. If that's the frustration that you have, it's going to be very hard to see the gift. It's going to be very hard to see the gift. And Jupiter wants to bring that to you. And I feel like towards the end of November, there will be a shift of very strong, fiery energy as we go into your season. There's going to be a shift of very fiery energy. And things are going to start looking very, very bright for you. But that's why we have to let go of the past. And the things are no longer serving us before then. And I've been trying to guide you guys for the last year. Ever since Jupiter went into your 12th house. For the last year, I've been trying to guide you on like how to make sure you're releasing all of your old stuff. If you're still holding on to a lot of things that are no longer serving you, it's going to be very hard for Jupiter to gift you. It's going to be very hard for this benevolence to come. Right? And it wants to. It really, really, really does. So, open yourself up to the possibility. Don't get salty with people. Just because you're anxious and frustrated right now. Do everything from a place of love. Say everything from a place of love. Be very graceful with your words. Open yourself up to the possibility that maybe everything that you thought you wanted and needed in life wasn't that, but it was something totally different. Because you might get really surprised. I think Jupiter's going to bring a lot of surprises for Sagittarius in the next year. I love you guys. Okay, if you want to see what Jupiter has in store for you for 2019, my personal forecast readings for 2019, 6 months and 12 months, both of them are available in very, very limited quantities. So make sure you get on that as soon as you possibly can. I'm offering them now because I want to get them out before the end of the year. So whether they're gone, or the 1st of January, whichever comes first, that's how long I'll be offering them. But I would like to be able to get everything out and scheduled by, you know, and since the holidays are coming up, it's going to be a little fuzzy with the personal readings and stuff. So make sure you get yours, see what Jupiter's going to have in store for you for your 2019. And if you are a Scorpio Sun Sign cross-watching, $50 off of the 1 hour non-emergency readings. Now, Sagittarius, I've been asked by you guys because you're so very anxious, but it's our birthday month too. It's our birthday month too. Your birthday special will start on November 15th. And I was actually going to let you guys know that for the second half of November readings and in the soulmate readings. But since we're talking about it, November 15th, it will be $50 off using the code BIRTHDAY for Sagittarius from November 15th until December 31st. And it's only for the 1 hour non-emergency FaceTime reading. You can do FaceTime, Skype. You can even get it recorded. I don't mind doing that. So $50 off using the code BIRTHDAY starting November 15th. And I will remind you guys. I think that's it. I love you so much. Have a wonderful November. Have a wonderful November. Try not to get caught up in this watery energy because it's only going to drown you if you get caught up in it. Take a lot of time to rest and relax, and feel your way through it. Don't just like shut down. Feel your way through it. I love you guys. Bye.